2Legit with Team Montana. I'm Mustard.
And I'm Ketchup. And this week, we're going to be talking to you about nature. But first, let's check in with our Bozeman correspondent, Mary Grandy, for this week's Quickie.
Mary?
This week, the legislature discussed bills that would make teens less afraid to seek medical help in case of alcohol poisoning, make it easier to own a food truck, persecute bystanders of animal cruelty, because if you're not trying to stop it, you might as well be joining in, and to add PTSD to the list of conditions medical marijuana can be prescribed for. Back to you.
Thank you, Mary, for that salacious Quickie. Now on to our hot topic.
This past Monday, while hundreds of folks fought for statewide equality, some 500 people filled the Capitol Rotunda in support of public lands.
Quite a sight to behold. The Montana Wilderness Association and the Montana Wildlife Federation brought together scores of impassioned Montana citizens to hear Mary Sexton and Governor Steve Bullock give amazingly inspiring and motivating speeches on keeping our public lands federally owned.
Even the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, traditionally conservative-leaning, turned out in herds to show their support for our public lands, creating a formidable show of force for Montana.
Believe it or not, we have proof that citizen engagement can make an impact on the decisions our government makes. Just a few short days after the hearing, 2 bills in support of our public land transfer were shot down in committee hearings.
What? A tip of the hat to Representative Ed Leeser for introducing a bill that would stop federal lands from being turned over to state hands.
What a guy! So remember last week when we said we were going to talk about Medicaid?
Oh yeah, what's the deal with that biz?
Well, on Friday, March 6th, the Healthy Montana Act finally gets a hearing.
We here at FMT have created an amazing infographic that we think is just the cat's meow.
If you want to check it out right now, click the link in the description box below.
Get learnt and be ready for a more in-depth episode of 2Legit next week.
So we feel over the last few weeks we've given you a lot of knowledge, but not so many laughs.
To fix that, we want to let you in on some of the happenings of the legislature that we find hilarious in our new segment, Are You Aware?
Are you aware that if you're hungry and in the Capitol, and maybe that mean kid in the rotunda stole your lunch money, that you can find free food at any given moment?
I was not aware.
Yup, there's a Twitter that tracks free food in the Capitol and lets you know where you can get some grub.
Want to see what's on the free menu today? Just tweet at MTC Free Food and ask, say, Ketchup, have you ever tried LSD?
Excuse me, what?
Are you aware the Legislative Services Division makes sure the I's are dotted and T's are crossed at the legislature?
I was not aware. So wait, are you saying that the Capitol's filled with a whole bunch of LSD?
That's right, the Legislative Services Division makes sure that the things going on at the Capitol are accessible to the general public.
LSD for everyone! Yeah! So last, but most magnificently not least, we're gonna kick it up to the federal level for a sec. Are you aware that if you're ever feeling blue, Vice President Joe Biden can be there to turn your day around?
I was not aware. Wait, is Joe Biden here?
Whoa, no. No, unfortunately he's not here. But he is always right here. With the Joe Biden compliment generator, you can turn any frown upside down at the click of a button.
If you want every day to feel like this, click the link in the description box below and get your VP compliment on.
I feel fucking great. Now on to this week's
Hot Talking. Next week, tune in for an extra special episode where we'll be talking to Montanans just like you about why Medicaid expansion is right for our state.
And remember to subscribe so you can be the first to view 2Legit each week, because democracy is a Montana value.
Thank you, and good night.
Werewolves of London.